just gonna go ahead and start. All right.
Perfect. Alrighty.
You guys know me. I'm Steph. This is Ashlyn.
Hi.
She's our other nutrition coach. We're gonna talk to you guys today about 6 tips for a healthy summer. And so I know you guys are probably hungry and you just worked out and you want to get home, so we're gonna speed through this for you. Okay? You wanna talk?
Awesome. Yeah. So our nutrition program is powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition at HSN, which stands for Healthy Steps Nutrition. We believe something as fundamental as nutrition should not be complicated. We want to help you build a strong nutrition foundation so that you can meet those short and long-term goals to feel the way that you deserve.
This program has basically helped over 45,000 people now. Like, they keep tallying it up. It's the most popular nutrition coaching program in CrossFit gyms around the world. And we're lucky that we're both certified and trained through them. And Ashlyn is also a dietitian student at JMU. I never know how to say that, to say it correctly. But this is a great program. And you guys are both clients of mine. So you guys know how well this works and basically what we do with this program. And it's habit building and it's working one-on-one with a coach. And it's super fun. It's my favorite part of the business, by the way.
Alrighty. So summertime, warmer weather and summer break is upon us. For a lot of us, it might have already started, for me at least. This is a time filled with endless opportunities for activities and vacation time, longer days, and even more time to kick back and relax. Which also means it's time for more food and more beverages. In fact, studies found that children eat 5 times more sugar during summer break. A survey of 1,000 parents with children under the age of 17 found that sugar intake drastically increased with ice cream and sugar-sweetened beverages, top on the list of consumed foods. Sorry, read that wrong. On the opposite side, only 1 in 10 stated that their children ate more vegetables. It doesn't stop with their children. A study published in the Physiology and Behavior Journal back in 2016 stated during a 1 to 3 week vacation, adults tend to gain a little less than 1 pound each week.
And I can attest to this because my kids, Callan's last day of school is today, and I let them go pick out something from the Dollar General, and I was telling Maddie this earlier, and they picked out ice cream. So it's summer break, and the first thing they did is they dove into ice cream. So you might be wondering how this happens and this is kind of going back to referencing the added food, beverage, and then even the extra weight gain over summer. But there's evidence that adults and children typically sleep less in the summer due to a few factors, which we're going to dive into more later. And it also decreases their physical activity, which will increase caloric intake compared to the spring. Typically, spring, everyone's excited to go outside, do things. Summer, it gets hot, everyone comes back in, and then you've got this perfect storm for weight gain.
Awesome. So you guys might be saying, but Coach Steph or Coach Ashlyn, I have worked so hard during the spring to get ready for summer. How can I change this trend for myself? And what a perfect question. Welcome to our nutrition talk, where we are going to dive into 6 tips for a healthy summer.
We should have played that out Coach Ashlyn, I've worked so hard.
That would have been so good.
Next time. Oh, it's my turn. Tip number 1. Move more, sit less. All right?
Pretty easy.
That was easy.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You may think that warm weather means more physical activity. However, one study published in the Journal of Sport and Health Science looked at the impact weather has on our physical activity. Of the 502 participants, over half said they would delay exercise due to weather conditions during the summer months. Like Steph just said, it gets really, really hot, and it's much harder to go on a run in 90-degree weather than 60-degree weather. So while warm weather does encourage more activity, really hot weather or really humid days have the opposite effect. In fact, the American College of Sports and Medicine recommended canceling outdoor exercise with a heat index above 90 degrees for those who work out regularly, and a max of 86 to 82 degrees for those who may not be as fit or used to regular physical activity.
Man, when it's really hot out,
I was just talking the other day how I'd much rather run in the snow, pouring down rain, and cold than I would in the hot.
With the sun.
I hate it.
So physical activity has so many benefits, including decreased stress, better sleep, increased confidence, not to mention better weight management. So during the summer, we should aim to be active 3 to 5 times each week. And this can look like a brisk walk for 30 to 60 minutes, maybe swimming on another day, getting into the gym to lift weights on another day, varying it up. Just be sure to ease into, if it's a new routine, ease into it. If you've not been consistent with exercise, you need to basically find ways to make it enjoyable. And when things tend to excite us and make us happy, we tend to stick with it longer. You guys know this.
Awesome. So tip number 2, keep cool in extreme heat.
You got the easy one that time.
Yeah.
All right, so extreme heat doesn't only stop us from hitting our workouts, but it can be dangerous, especially for those with chronic medical conditions. So the CDC states that hospitals see increased admissions due to heat-related illness, as well as cardiovascular and respiratory disorders. So this is why it's crucial to stay healthy during the summer, but to keep summer cool as well. So you'll actually see, I promise, we're gonna turn the AC on in here when it starts to get really hot this summer, because we don't want this to happen, you guys. So find areas that provide cooler temperatures, like working out near a fan, or in air-conditioned areas. Staying hydrated or extra hydrated can also help better regulate our body temperature, keep us from overheating, and then check the weather before deciding on an outdoor activity so that you can make a better choice.
Alrighty. Tip number 3, eat a balanced diet.
How's it an easy one?
I know, that's so unfair.
Okay. So we've talked about the ongoing cycle of unsustainable diets in the past. A majority of people who work hard to lose weight will gain it back because they did not create sustainable habits. And you guys know that's what we're doing, creating habits. We see this throughout the year. So you think about it, springtime, you're thinking about a swimsuit season being right around the corner, or maybe it's a vacation you're counting down for. You get inspired to turn on the all or nothing mindset and you want to try to lose a few pounds before summer. So when people try to lose weight quickly versus gradually throughout the year, by building habits, they rebound, causing them to gain, throughout the year by building habits. Versus building habits, that came out wrong. If you try to lose it quickly versus building the habits, then you rebound and then you gain the weight that you just lost the other week. And typically it comes back more, right? So this is why gaining weight in the summer is more common, because people usually crash diet in the spring.
So instead of the crash diet that ends in a rebound, try this. This is what we call the plate method. It is the easiest way to reshape your plate to include the foods you love in a balance that helps you feel your best. I'm sure you've heard of the plate method before.
I know those two have. Mary Beth, you focus on it and stay away, don't you?
Start getting taught it in kindergarten, but then for some reason, once you get old, it gets complicated. And
and then you're like,
diets.
wait, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
I think Maddie's even working on increasing her vegetables. How's that going?
It's going.
She's got a big smile. It's going.
My favorite part about this is you can do this anywhere, at your friend's barbecue, your kid's birthday party, the normal family meal you sit down to consume, or even while you're out to eat. Fill half your plate with non-starchy veggies and eat those first. Next, fill 1/4 of your plate with lean protein to eat next, and save the last 1/4 of your plate for the starchy carbs. Stay mindful with fats. If you feel hungry, go back for more veggies.
It's not exciting, but it works. Okay. All right. Yep, we're good. Tip number 4, maybe the most important one for all summer, is rethink your drink. It's not the most exciting one, but it could be the best one.
So, many studies have found a correlation between increased added sugar consumption and weight gain in the summer, which is why we really need to consider rethinking what we are drinking. Did you know a glass of lemonade has 6 1/4 teaspoons of sugar? A Coke has 10 1/4 teaspoons, and a Starbucks frappe has 20 teaspoons of sugar, which is a lot more than the recommendation. So the AHA recommends no more than 6 teaspoons a day for women and 9 for men. So if you think about what I just said, that means 1 Coke has more than the recommended amount. In addition to sugar-sweetened beverages, we also know alcohol adds to the problem at hand. Did you know that when you consume alcoholic beverages, your body starts to prioritize its metabolism over protein, carbs, and fats? So what does that mean for you? Drinking is an easy way to tell your body to store the calories you are taking in rather than using it for energy, which can increase fat stores in the body. Studies also show that alcohol will affect your appetite and choices. Rather than choosing whole foods that help you feel better, you're more likely to choose the high calories and tasty foods that are often paired or found in the same place as those alcoholic beverages. This is why we want you to rethink your drink. And trust me, I know during on like a Saturday if I have off work, all I want to do is sit by the pool with like
with a drink
Drink
in
in
hand,
hand,
yeah. Or like late at night when kids have gone to bed.
yeah. I don't have kids, but like
It's the same feeling. I
was gonna say.
don't have to be by a pool or
But
anything. It's like
just-
kids are in
kids are
bed, just give me a drink.
some
Yeah.
wine.
It is hard, and I've cut out a lot of alcohol this year, and it's made a huge difference in energy levels. Like, I mean, across the board, like busting through some plateaus. So it's well worth it, or at least saving it for like very special occasions.
Yeah.
So be sure to stay hydrated by drinking enough water each day, and that's one of my rules too. I'm not gonna have a drink until I've reached my water goal anyway. Aim to drink 60 to 80 ounces of water each day, and for alcoholic beverages, stick with light beers, clear liquors, and wine. Also, stay mindful of the add-ins that may have added sugar. Consider one of these drinks as your new summer go-to.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And I think I actually have this as a PDF I can send out for you guys. It tells you all the calories.
Because we understand you're not going to cut it out entirely, but if you're mindful of it, then you can enjoy it more on those special occasions
Right.
and still stay pretty healthy.
Yep.
Alrighty, tip number 5, find an accountability partner, which could be Steph or I.
That's right. We're here for you. All right. So we've already discussed how our physical activity may decrease during the hot summer months. We also know that the lack of structure, routine, and sleep may also add to the list of barriers holding you back from moving your body. So this is why having an accountability partner is a must. So you're going to find a person who will keep you honest and motivated. Find the person who helps make your movement more enjoyable. Talk with them about your goals. Create a scheduled time to work out together, or find a way to stay accountable virtually through apps, watches, or a simple text check-in. You guys know that nutrition coaching we do gives you that, the app, the check-ins, the texts, and we're also here so you can come in and be accountable face-to-face with your workouts.
Alrighty, tip number 6, don't forget to sleep.
Sleep. It's a huge topic in my household because my husband is a horrible sleeper, so we know a lot about it. Did you know that a lack of proper sleep will also increase the risk of being obese? While studies have linked this starting when our brains are developing as children, we are going to focus on how lack of sleep will affect us as adults. So think back to a time when you didn't get enough sleep. Maybe you feel that way right now. When you didn't get enough sleep, you feel like you had more cravings, maybe. I know I always do. If you're thinking yes, there's a reason for this. When we are not getting enough sleep, cortisol in our bodies increases. Another hormone, leptin, which makes us feel full, will decrease. And ghrelin, did I say that right? Ghrelin, our hunger hormone, sound like growling in the belly, increases. So in summary, we are prioritizing the storage of fat and water in our body due to the increased cortisol. We are less full and we're more hungry. So the shift in these hormones due to the lack of sleep may increase cravings and overall consumption. So basically, if you're not sleeping well, you're gonna eat more. Okay. So lack of sleep, boo.
Alrighty. So more on sleep. Sleep experts recommend. Oh no, it's the next one. You're good. Sleep experts recommend that children get at least 9 hours of sleep each night. Teenagers should get between 8 and 10 hours, and adults need at least 7 hours of sleep. But actually, Steph and I were just talking about this like last time.
The
some
data
time ago.
has changed.
Yes, women need like
I think it's 8 to 10 now.
Yeah,
So
I'd say 9 hours of sleep is like not enough.
Perimenopause. So after you're over the age of 35, you actually need 8 to 10 because of our hormones, essentially.
Yeah. So this may seem like only a dream, but here are 4 tips to help you sleep for success. Set your sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. I know with my watch, I have it set so that I stop getting like notifications after a certain point. My phone turns dark. Put the screens away from the screens, especially around bedtime. We know that blue light from our electronics can decrease our melatonin, thus decreasing our quality of sleep. Another method is create a cool and relaxing environment that helps you to fall asleep and stay asleep. Temperature and environment are more important than we think when it comes to sleep. About 68 degrees is recommended. This is why the hot temps in the summer can also alter our sleep. Lastly, eat a balanced diet. Nicole and Jason from Healthy Steps Nutrition experienced this firsthand in their continuous glucose monitoring experiment. Nicole said in episode 59 of the Nutrition Made Simple podcast, when we ate higher carbs at night, our blood sugar stayed elevated. Sugar at night, like ice cream, caused it to be high all night and decreased the quality of sleep. When we slept bad, our fasting blood sugar was increased in the morning. We should aim to maintain a balanced diet throughout the day to help with sleep. Focus on lean proteins, non-starchy veggies, lower glycemic carbohydrates, and healthy fats. Be mindful of your sugar and alcohol intake as it will decrease the quality of sleep as well, which we already touched on.
Yeah, I think it's that same podcast I listened to, and it said how one of the girls who wore that glucose monitor noticed that when she drank alcohol, and it wasn't even much, it didn't really change much at the moment, like when she was drinking the alcohol, but it was the next day, her blood sugar couldn't get stable every time she ate food. So like the drinks from the night before affected her blood sugar the next day and how it was managing her food intake.
It's actually like that with like any of those carbs, which is why they say have like a protein shake if you crave something sweet instead of like a gummy candy or something.
Because it's that
I know, me too. It's so bad.
After your workout, eat it with your protein shake after your workout.
Yes.
That's what I have Allison do every day. She's got her gummy bears and her protein shake. But yeah, if you guys, oh, sorry.
No, you're good. But I was just going to say, like, that's why if you, like, I don't know, binge at late at night, those carbs, the next morning you're probably going to wake up feeling like fatigue, low energy, compared to if you didn't even eat anything. And it's just because your body didn't know what to do with that energy, like, while you're sleeping, and you wake up and it's like a crash almost, because it's hard to explain. But yeah, protein before bed instead.
Protein, yeah, for sure. If you want to learn more about like the stress and the sleep and how that impacts diet, episode 55 is a really, really good one.
Mm-hmm. So HSN, the people that we have our certifications through, or the company, whatever you call it, this is their number one principle is to add more whole foods into your diet. So at this point, your handbook, you didn't fill that out.
I forgot to give it to you at the beginning.
Yeah, no worries at all.
It's a test now. Instead of filling it out as you go, now it's a test that you have to go back and fill out.
So beyond that, you may be wondering more about how you can feel your best this summer. So with all the misinformation out there, we know this can feel overwhelming. To start building your foundation, here are the HSN principles that have helped so many people take control of their health one habit at a time. So like I said, number one, add more whole foods into your diet.
And honestly, it sounds simple, and it really is, but it's hard when you go grocery shopping, you know? Whoops, wrong way.
Or when you have kids that want like
ice cream,
and
they want to stock up on all the goldfish and everything. But yeah, so we just want to try as much as possible, and it's been a huge game changer for me. Like I went personally from counting macros and be like, well, everything fits as long as it's in my macros, to stop counting and just eat real food, and it's made a big difference. So we're going to go back to that plate method. Start by choosing whole food options and less processed foods that are packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. So back to the plate method is the easiest thing that you can do. It's simple, not easy, if that makes sense. It's really simple to do this on your plate. It's not necessarily easy to make yourself find all of the whole foods and then enjoy your plate, but it can be done. So a half a plate of non-starchy veggies, quarter plate lean protein, a quarter plate of starchy carbs, and then some mindful healthy fats, like a little bit of avocado or some olive oil over your veggies.
And if you're not a big vegetable person, the one thing HSN has taught me is the million different ways that you can cook veggies to like them more. So just mess around with,
season them and roast them.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Even in the air fryer, so crispy.
My daughter
and
eats
good.
Brussels sprouts now because of that.
I love Brussels sprouts. Okay. Number two, focus on balance. When we say balance, we mean, does every meal and snack you consume throughout the day contain carb, protein, and fat? Pairing each meal and snack with all three of these macronutrients will keep you fuller and longer.
Yes, I love that one. It's really quick to eat an apple, right? But you're gonna be hungry in 10 minutes. But if you have the apple with the almonds and like the cheese stick, like you guys saw me eating while you were warming up, that's gonna last me through the rest of the evening until I get home and have my dinner. Awesome. And HSN principle number 3, limit the amount of added sugar you consume daily. This is what I am trying to teach my children. The AHA recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women, 9 for men. The average person consumes 150 pounds of sugar per year, 46 teaspoons per day, okay? It's not surprising. Sugar is super addicting, and it feels hidden in almost every food product that you find in a package. Hence the whole foods option first.
Alrighty. So now we're just going to take the time and answer some frequently asked questions from this nutrition talk.
Yeah, these are the most common questions that we get. And one of them is, what should I eat around a workout? Fueling around a workout to gain muscle, lose fat, increase energy, or really any other health and fitness goal is important. Aim to have healthy carbs and protein before and after your workout. If you don't put gas in the car, you can't get from place A to B, so don't run your body on empty. Protein and carbs are the best macronutrients both before and after your workout.
Yeah.
Gives you energy and refuels. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just going to add on. I feel like a lot of people that are trying to lose weight have this fear of eating, and that just sets you back more because your body will start to store fat because you go into like starvation mode.
Right.
Anyways, another frequently asked question is I don't love veggies, what should I do? Which I kind of said a little bit about that. What if I don't like veggies? I've read this so many times and maybe you feel this way, but I want to challenge you and ask, what if you just haven't found the way you like them? So roasting your veggies for a nice crunch rather than mushy veggies, adding good seasoning for a flavor you can be excited for, and even finding ways to sneak them into recipes like smoothies is an easy way to get more veggies in our day.
Yeah, Lynn, if you try Brussels sprouts 7 to 12 times, the odds are by the 12th time you might actually like them.
My dad scarred me. He said they taste good with peanut butter when I was a kid.
Ew.
They do not. I will. My dad
That's,
ruined it.
he did.
Life.
I don't, that doesn't go with celery, maybe.
Yeah, celery and peanut butter is good.
He also eats peanut butter and tuna sandwiches for protein.
God.
He's a weird dude.
Okay, yeah, we don't listen to him about food. My brother-in-law used to eat every day growing up peanut butter and cheese sandwiches.
Ew.
That's so weird.
Isn't
I
that
love
weird?
peanut butter,
So
but like, it's
I love a peanut butter jelly and I love a grilled cheese, but I am
yeah,
not mixing
not
the two,
mixing,
right?
no.
All right, so another popular question is where do I start, right? So we want to start with one thing at a time. Maybe it's something that you already have in mind, or maybe it's one of the things we discussed today. But the best and the fastest way to reach a goal is to work one-on-one with a nutrition coach and build an individualized plan just for you. So like Maddie knows, we start with one habit and we don't move on until the habit is tackled, and then we add another habit and another habit. So working with us will kind of map out a plan for you, and we start with one thing at a time because you're going to be way more successful starting with one thing versus 10. And it's still less daunting.
So you may be thinking, well, what about all those barbecues, parties, and our vacation we have coming up? So what if we told you that now is the perfect time to learn how to fit your nutrition into your lifestyle to reach your goals? So having a nutrition coach to help you create an individualized program for a sustainable plan means living life while staying mindful and in control. It means having fun while feeling your best.
Yeah, I've had so many people look at me and be like, oh, I can't start now, I'm going on vacation next week. I'm like, no, this is the perfect time because I can teach you how to be mindful on your vacation and you don't come back feeling awful, you
And
know?
like you're restarting everything.
Yeah. I don't even know. Is this what does there say? We had trouble with creating our slideshow about our. Yeah, I was gonna have a lot of stuff up here, but we'll go. And I know you gotta go, but is that on there?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Oh, perfect. I cussed a lot at the computer last night trying to get this to work. So essentially about our nutrition program, and Maddie, you know this already. Lynn, this is probably new for you. But if you ever want to get nutrition coached by myself or by Ashlyn, this is essentially what you get. You get an initial consultation. It takes about 60 to 75 minutes because we go through everything in your life. You get monthly biometric scans, progress assessments, access to the HSN app that we use where you get daily educational videos, you get check-ins, you get your habit list, all sorts of cool stuff. It's like putting us in your pocket and we can like harass you. Right? you get an individualized plan. It addresses nutrition, movement, mindset, sleep. You get your weekly check-in messages, a 30-minute meeting once a month, like follow-up meetings, habit tracking, healthy recipes, all sorts of really cool stuff.
So our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, who has helped over 40,000 people, like Steph said, almost 45,000 now, all around the world take control of their health. So here are just some of the incredible success stories from our program.
Yeah, we've had so much success. I've had people come in and be like, oh, my doctor said my blood work is the best it's ever been. I've had people that are just like, dude, I'm eating more vegetables now. Some people are just like learning how to do the plate method, and that's like been huge for them. I had one guy who did some coaching with us, and his goal was just to prepare himself for life when their new baby came. So he was, learning. He learned how to meal prep. He got kind of like things under control so that he wasn't so scrambled when baby number 2 arrived. So there's lots of ways to improve life, and it's not just I just want to lose 5 pounds, so like whatever. But it's a big lifestyle change.
So, if you're looking to hear more about how this program can change your life, tune into the Nutrition Made Simple podcast, which is
I love this podcast. You can learn so much from them. It's something, and the episodes are usually like 20 to 45 minutes. Depends on what the topic is, but you can listen to like a lot of the topics that we talk about here on the podcast, and then learn a lot of the information. And then if you ever decide to, take on a coach one-on-one, then you've got our access. Yeah, this is a great podcast. Your call to action, if you are not already signed up as a nutrition client, all you got to do is reach out. Lynn, you know where to find me if you ever decide it.
But I'm not scared.
Yep,
we don't fight.
it's really cool. You sit down with us, we talk about it, we make a plan. And I've had people say, like, look, my step one just needs to be sleeping more. So some people was just trying to get more sleep. Some people want to start with more movement. Some people want to start with eating breakfast. So, it's baby steps. So if you're ever interested, because you came today, you would bypass the initial startup fee and you get a discount to slide in.
When I'm not scared of failing.
When you're not, well, and that's part of the process too. I tell people, like, it's not going to look like this. It might look like this and this and this and this and this and this and this. It's never right.
And we prioritize the bright spots. So even if like there's one setback, there's always going to be a bright spot. And you just keep going until you feel your best. And
you are not allowed to start with anything that you're not excited about. So like when I started with my coach, I wanted to start with water because I'm like the worst at drinking water, right?
Yep.
She was like, "Are you excited about drinking water?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "Well, we're not starting there." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Well, let's start with snacks or something." She's like, "Are you excited about eating?" And I'm like, "Yes." So like that was where we started. I was excited, and we got my like balanced snacks under control. Water was one of the last things that we tackled, and I'm still working on it, clearly, because I ran out of my hydration packets today. Maybe I will go to Target, get that brownie mix, and it's the protein brownie mix.
What hydration do you use?
Whatever's the cheapest at Costco.
Okay, I was gonna say,
yeah.
I know people don't like Liquid IV because of all the added sugar, but they have the 0 sugar ones now.
Yeah.
And sugar supposedly helps you absorb the electrolytes better. I don't know.
Interesting.
But they have this new flavor, I forget what it is, at Costco. I
Yeah?
sampled it the other day.
Oh.
It was so
Maybe I'll run into
good.
Costco before I go home.
I love Costco.
I've been doing the one, like Prime. I think it's Prime
Oh, yeah, the
because they're
Prime.
just cheaper.
My little sister
The
loves
one
them.
I love is Element, but they're so
Oh my God.
expensive.
They are so good but they are so expensive.
I love how you can actually taste the salt in them. I'm like,
I was just watching a video of how if you like email them, they'll send you free stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So
Maybe they can
email.
sponsor our next
Just
podcast.
be like, I didn't get my package.
Yeah.
Can you resend it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, wrapping things up, the summertime should be a time to enjoy the longer days, the extra time with family, and the extra time to relax when possible. This should also be a time to feel our best by creating simple and sustainable habits that you can maintain all year round. This summer, try to implement these tips for a healthy summer. We would now like to open up the floor for ideas, comments, and questions. I know just you too, so if you have any questions, comments, or...
Questions, comments, concerns, or cash donations are welcome.
I struggle with breakfast. What's like vegetables for breakfast? I can't get past that idea.
I don't do vegetables for breakfast. I do fruit.
Okay.
It's like I do fruit in the morning, like fruit for my breakfast and my snack, and then I switch to vegetables at lunch. And I do the plate mash for lunch and dinner. I know you keep trying to talk.
No, you're fine. So actually, when I was getting my certification, I had a coach as well to like see the process firsthand before I just took on clients. And one of my final habit that we implemented was eating vegetables with breakfast, because I was the same way. Like I get taught all the time in my classes from my coach, you should eat vegetables with every meal. And I'm like, I don't. So what I do is I love eggs. Do you like eggs?
Love eggs.
You can literally throw any vegetable into eggs. So that is my go-to. I add spinach, I add onions, I'll add cherry tomatoes, peppers, and then I'll do like chicken sausage or turkey bacon for some protein. And then also smoothies if I don't have time to like make stuff.
That's a good one too. Throw some spinach in the smoothie.
Yeah, spinach. So it's harder because you don't really want to taste the vegetables in your
Right.
smoothie. But eggs are just like my best friend. I just mix any vegetables I can into them. And this is like weird. but savory oats are like a new thing that I've slowly been trying, and they have some ones where like you'll mix like it's like weird. You have to get over the consistency and the idea that oats should be sweet, but you can make like savory oat flavors.
Yeah, HSN has a savory oat recipe.
Do they? I'll try it because I just tried it last week for the first time, and like I use like sweet potato and spinach.
If they don't,
some
let me know.
broccoli.
I might really.
Yes, and you just
and
like
oats.
I baked it like oats, and then I added just like because the oats don't have any flavor.
That's true.
So I just added like my seasonings like I would for my vegetables, and it wasn't bad. It's just I already have a trouble with consistency of oatmeal, and now they're like
now there's vegetables. In
vegetables.
there.
But
That
I
is
like
interesting.
veggies, but I don't know. Look it up on Pinterest.
I do egg
Send
muffins.
recipe.
Yeah.
And overnight oats are good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really into like apple oatmeal lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Hot
overnight oats.
waffles.
The HSN double chocolate overnight oats.
Oh my
That's like
God.
a dessert.
It's
I'll
so
eat that for dessert.
Chocolate baked oats. It's literally like brownie batter. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I'm try it.
But yeah, I do egg muffins every morning for breakfast, and I make them real quick on Sundays and just throw them in the oven. I usually just use eggs, feta, and milk and seasoning, and that's it. But if I have leftover veggies that I didn't use the week before, I'll chop them up and just throw them in there as well.
Yeah.
And then feel extra healthy that week.
Yeah. And I'm
There's
so
peppers
easy.
in my eggs.
Yeah. Literally. When I ordered like a Western omelet instead of a bacon
Right,
omelet.
right.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
How many dineros is nutrition coaching?
It starts out at $129 a month.
Okay.
And you just have to think you're getting one-on-one attention. Weekly check-ins, messages, videos. You get one of our face a lot. Like so yeah.
We'll think about it.
Like I said, it's my favorite part.
And we'll be doing
I got in here, yeah, because of food.
and we'll be doing nutrition talks for like all summer pretty much,
Mhm.
besides for a brief like intermission. So I just recommend keep coming to the nutrition
Keep
talks.
coming. Yeah, I need to
And it'll
print off
make
the
you, I
punch
feel like, more
pass.
comfortable with, at least I know you know Steph, but myself,
Mm-hmm.
and asking questions, and maybe then you'll be like, okay, I'm ready to.
Yeah, and I have a punch pass that I haven't printed out yet, but I have
yeah.
one. If you attend 8 of these, you get 1 month of coaching for free.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So
There you
My
go.
favorite
Get you-
number.
One down.
Yeah.
See?
I'm glad
It's
I
meant to
stayed.
be. All right, I'm going to stop the video.